So most of you know what a daffodil is, but maybe you don't know just how strong they are. A daffodil is this thing that we plant outside, but I like to wander in the woods sometimes where houses used to be. Houses are gone, garages are gone, people are gone, daffodils are still there. And they're bigger, they're stronger. A lot of things fade, daffodils don't. And it's part of the reason the board chose Daffodil as a name for the ministry that is really focused on helping people who are coming out of abusive situations find a place to live and find a home again. And this morning, Julie Chalmers is going to talk about that. So why don't you come on up, Julie? So this is really kind of fun because I haven't seen Julie in 2 years, pre-COVID. Julie's part of the board. And I'll let her tell her story, and I'll just turn the mic over. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me. I am a domestic violence survivor and became affiliated with Daffodil through Safe Haven a couple years ago when my then 6-year-old daughter and I had to remove ourselves from a situation. It was abrupt, but Daffodil was very swift. And I thank you guys very much. And after that, I was asked to be a board member. During the last couple years of being a board member for Daffodils has opened my eyes to a lot of other people facing this situation. And I'm extremely thankful that I've had the opportunity to work with them. It has also made me make a career change from healthcare to helping homeless families find housing. After 20 years in healthcare, I now work at Family Promise, and we are along the side of Daffodil, but Daffodil is more personal for me because of my previous situation. It was hard, and believe it or not, people are going through these situations, and you would have no idea. Whether it's verbal, physical, or mental abuse, abuse is abuse. And Daffodils is an amazing organization who will be there behind you through that event, after that event, and long after that. Daffodil is still on the side of me, and I'm extremely thankful that I am affiliated with them and became introduced to them. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'll ask a follow-up question. So I haven't been able to be as involved in the board lately, but I see the emails, and I vote yes when I need to.
Yes.
So what's some of the work that Daffodil has done lately, of course, without sharing any personal details, right?
Correct. Yeah. We help families, once they find housing, if we can even help them find housing, we will help pay their first month's rent deposit, furnishings, clothing. While they're going through their situations, we are also available if they need help with the small things, gas cards, things that people really don't think about while they're trying to get back on their feet and maintain their permanency.
That's awesome. So I'll share a little bit. This is a bit awkward, but the board started with 4 guys who were like 40 to 50 years old. White guys too, by the way. And, it's like we realize this is not the best scenario for helping people who aren't guys, who might have had a totally different experience than we do. But here's the thing. It doesn't matter who we are. Like, if there's a need, we're called by God sometimes to engage in that need. And the whole goal initially was to start the organization and get people involved who were not the demographic I just described, right? And so now you're on the board.
Correct.
He's on the board. There are some other people too. And it's just a real gift to have you begin to lead more and more and more. So thank you so much.
I appreciate that.
It's huge. So we're having this emphasis this month because the Ministry of the Month is for Daffodil. And the ministry today is for Calvary. It's in the offering. You can put it in the offering box back there or your mailbox outside or however you want to do that. And then the Ministry of the Month is for Daffodil Ministries. And really, how much would you say it costs to get somebody into an apartment and then a little bit established, so once, just a little bit established?
Depending on how many children are in a household, the typical one-bedroom apartment is $1,000 or more a month. Then you have to pay the deposit along with the first month's rent, so that's $2,000. If they're removing themselves from a situation and they don't have anything, we can get kind of pricey. But I would say the minimum we've had to give or help someone with is like $2,500 to $3,000 just to get them initially established.
Yeah. And so it's important because many of us, if we got in that situation, we have our parents or family members. What abuse is there's adoration, isolation, abuse, and then it keeps going. So it's the isolation that cuts people off.
Correct.
They don't have people. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.